Hi, thank you for joining me today. And it's Friday. Yay! Friday, January 25th of 2019, and it's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're another part of the country, it's going to be different, obviously. Let's get to work before the market closes in an hour. So we're going to put the screen share up. Pulling it up so you can see it, and there we are. Hey, you know what? There's some interesting things going on. It is this trade. Yesterday when I did this video, I was around $19, $20, $20.20 actually. It's at 11:07. It's turned exactly what I said it was going to do. That's excitement. This trade pair is New Zealand dollar, United States dollar, otherwise known as NZDUSD. This trade actually is a buy with a 0.01 lot size, the minimal amount of lot that you could trade with. Now my entry price for this is 0.69586. My stop loss is 0.62586, and my take profit is 0.76586. Now let me show you something. I'm going to get out of the daytime chart, which is where I normally stay, and go down to the 4-hour. So you can actually see where my stop loss is at. It's at 7,000 pips or $70. And there's a negative there because it's the most I'm willing to lose. So when my stop loss is hit, no more is coming out of this account. And with my balance being where it is, it puts my margin level over 10,196.78%. I have a long ways to go before I hit my stop loss. So I'm not worried about that. And my take profit is also at 7,000 pips or $70 profit. But that doesn't mean I can't get other profit as it's going up to that take profit. So when I get above my entry price, about 500 to 1,000 pips, which is $5 to $10 profit, I'm going to move my stop loss above my entry price, keeping that profit so I won't lose it. And if it comes back down, then it'll take me out at above my entry price, and it's a profit, not a loss. It just makes sense. And the reason you're looking at what is called a naked chart is because there's no indicators on here. There's no supply and demand. There's no Fibonacci. There's no information other than my entry price, my stop loss, and my take profit. And the reason for that is because I have grand mal seizures while I sleep, losing my memory. So I have to relearn everything. Whoops, I just turned off my light. Everything, every day. Relearning everything from walking to moving, to know who I am, what I need to do, and where I need to be. It can be overwhelming to have to relearn all the indicators and how to mark up a chart every single day. Because it's so overwhelming, I decided to try staying in the daytime chart and trading on a naked chart. And it's worked pretty well. When you start at $280 in your balance and you're well over $2,000, what can you say, right? So now, a reason I stay in the day and not go down to the lower time charts is right here. Go into the minute time chart. What can you see here? There's no indicators. There's no marking up the chart. It's just a naked chart. There's not a lot of movement, which is normal on a minute. Can you tell me where to put your stop loss, your entry price, or your take profit? I couldn't. And if you don't have the skills, you don't have the education, you don't have the experience of being a trader for an extended period of time, over 90 days trading days. That's almost 4 months. Over 90-day trading days, then you should be in a demo, not in a live account. Now moving into the 5-minute time chart, once again, there's not a lot you could do here either. So you're guessing. And the way I look at training and education, if you can't make an educated decision, don't make a whimsical guess, because you're going to have problems with it. Chances of losing or being stomped out are extremely high. It's extremely risky to do that. Going into the 15-minute time chart, once again, it's got some movement, but there's still not a clear picture here. There just isn't. Going into the 30-minute time chart, it's easier to see something, not the full picture. And I'm a little dark right now because of the time of day it is. Maybe that will help some. What would you do? What would you do? Now, if you're a scalper and you've had the experience and the training and you would know and have no issue trading in the smaller time charts, have a blast. It's your decision, because there is no guarantee of what you did in the past. Your past profits will not reflect on what can happen in your future. You cannot guarantee that. That's why I say what I do. It's up to you. It's your decision. If it meets your goals, it meets your rules, you've got everything situated, your marked up chart, you're following certain people, go for it, have fun. But it wasn't for me, because I would not tell you if you don't have everything you need to trade in these smaller time charts. Going in the hour time chart, now the hour time chart goes back to October 30th of 2018. Still not a lot of information and not enough of a clear picture of the trend that this trade is doing. But you could get away with it, maybe, if it follows your guidelines and your rules. Every single trader has their own specific rules that they follow when they're trading. And when they don't, chances of losing are huge compared to winning. Going into the 4-hour time chart, yeah, and I will be honest, it was about, I would say 5-6 months ago when I was in the 4-hour time chart without a problem, until I realized, you know what, it only goes back to February of 2018. That's not enough time. 5 months ago, we're back maybe 11, 12 months. Still not enough time to actually see what the trend is doing on this specific pair. Now, every trade you do has its own patterns, its own trend. And remember, your trend is your friend. It will help you to succeed. That's something, or it will warn you if it's going to go the opposite direction. That's why I stay in the day time chart. Now the day time chart goes clear back to November 8th of 2014. Yeah, that's a little short of 5 years. So I can see what's going on with this trade. I can see the trend. And how you can see it is by putting your cursor on where the trade's currently sitting. And it's 68463, which is right about in here. And you look, or you trade right, but you look left. So you take your cursor back to where it was, same pattern. I would say it's right about here. And can you see that? This pattern says it's going up. Who knows how long it's going to take, but it is going to go into profit. It has all of these head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, test and retest, breakthrough, bounce back, turnaround. It's all there, and you can see it just by looking. That's why I stay in the day time chart. That's why when it shoots to a negative $11.23 from yesterday when it was a negative $20.20, that's close to 900 pips in my pocket. That's not a bad thing. That's pretty good. So we're going to stop the screen share and see if there are any questions. Welcome back. Now the questions I'm normally given are the first one, where do you get your signals? And that is asked frequently. And my signals come from 5 different areas. Stevenson Lindor and Orrin Wright, they're educators on iMarkets Live TV. And they will take you through from beginner, know nothing, don't even understand the terms, to intermediate, success in trading, to advanced, where you have a lot of success or lessons, not losses, because a loss can be turned into a lesson. It gives you the opportunity to go back on that trade, track it, and see what happened. And that's your lesson. So you can change it for future trading. And the next area is Christopher Terry, who is the CEO of iMarkets Live. And he has over 25 years of trading experience and has become an 8-figure earner. And none of those figures are behind the decimal point in your dollar sign. So, with that much experience with trading, wouldn't you want to follow his example or what he states you might want to take a look at? I know I do. The 4th area is Tracy Walker, who happens to be my sponsor with iMarkets Live. And she holds summits as well as webinars. One-on-one, basically, she pulls everyone together. She'll do a Zoom so you can watch the education, the training, and she'll show you where you need to find your entry price, know how to get in, know how to get out, find your stop loss, your take profit, all of the above, even marking up your charts. And she'll have you do it for her so that she understands, you understand. That's Tracy Walker with iMarkets Live. And the last area is Swipe Trades, which is an app that goes on your smartphone through iMarkets Live that gives you signals or ideas of certain trades that make it possible for you to run it through your guidelines, your restrictions, before you decide on whether or not you get into that trade. All of these put together is an ongoing education. And once you learn the skill, once you get the education, it will and does pay you for life. Who wouldn't want that from the comfort of their home, right? So, yeah, I think that's about it. You have a fantastic weekend. Have the great remainder of your Friday or night or morning, depending on when you see the video. And I'll see everyone tomorrow while the market's closed. Bye for now.